e4, d5, e takes d5, queen takes d5, knight c3, queen d8, knight f3, c6, d4, bishop f5, bishop c4, e6, knight e5, knight d7, bishop f4, knight takes e5, bishop takes e5, knight f6, queen e2, bishop d6, castle queenside, queen e7, h3, castle queenside, g4, bishop g6, f4, h5, g5, knight d5, bishop takes d5, e takes d5, queen f3, f6, bishop takes d6, queen takes d6, f5, bishop e8, g6, bishop d7, rook d1, h4, a3, queen g3, rook e3, queen takes f3, rook takes f3, rook d8, king d2, rook h5, rook hf1, rook g5, rook f4, rook h8, knight d1, rook g3, rook 1 f3, rook g5, knight e3, king c7, king e2, king d6, king f2, rook gh5, rook g4, rook e8, rook ff4, rook eh8, c3, b5, king f3, a5, king f2, b4, a takes b4, a takes b4, c4, b3, c5, check, king c7, king e2, rook e8, king d3, rook a8, rook takes h4, rook g5, rook hg4, rook h5, rook h4, rook g5, rook hg4, rook takes g4, h takes g4, rook h8, rook f3, rook h4, rook g3, rook h2, King c3. Bishop c8. King takes b3. King d7. King c3. King e7. g5. Bishop a6. G takes f6. Check. King takes f6. Knight g4. Check. King takes f5. Knight takes h2. King f4. Rook g4. Check. King f5. Rook g1. Bishop e2. Rook e1. Bishop h5. Rook e5. Check. King f6. Knight f1. Bishop takes g6. Knight e3. Bishop f7. b4. King g6. b5. C takes b5. Knight takes d5. b4. Check. King takes b4. Bishop g8. Knight e7. Check. King f7. Knight takes g8. g6. c6. g5. c7. g4. c8 promotes to Queen. g3. Queen d7. Check. King g6. Queen d6. Check. King f7. Rook e7. Check. King f8. Queen f6. Check. King takes g8. Queen g7. Checkmate.